$8.59 to $8.40. All right, we are back live on YouTube again. This time we're taking it on the mobile, and we'll see if we can eliminate some of that lag on there. Don't like the lag in there. Hello. Good to see Kathy there on YouTube. All right, let's go back and see what we've got here for press releases. MNMD, again, talking about their offering. So that one continues to come down. Sean, IPA 198 to 278. Great call, Cody. Yes, it was. Community trading, folks. That's what it's all about. Everybody together in the same spot, catching things. That one wasn't on my watch list. And so I did not catch that one. But thank goodness Cody was on the ball. That stock was only up 20% when Cody mentioned it on the live stream here. It's now up 84%. YouTube should be pretty well back to live, and shouldn't be any delay on that at all, I wouldn't think. And we just crossed over $3 on IPA. Beautiful, beautiful call out, Cody. You are the man. Good morning, Barry. Betty, good morning. Tommy. Yes, we are back live. IPA, how many of you caught IPA? I see a few people chiming in on their profit with IPA. 317 now. Looks like it's catching on. People are finding it, and it is SDPI pre-market surge on takeover by drilling tools. I wouldn't say that it's surging in pre-market. That's a bit of a stretch. All right, IPA. What a beautiful climb. How many of you got that one? Let's see. What is light doing? Light's coming down. Still, IMRN. Just touching base on some of these that we've been watching here in pre-market. BENF. They're all coming down except for IPA. IPA is the only game in town right now that is hot. Gary took it from 205 to 293. Beautiful. What a great trade, Gary. Wow. We just smacked 342 on IPA. And thanks everybody for following us here on YouTube. I had to switch over from using my laptop for YouTube in a software studio to just go live on the cell phone and help eliminate all that lag. Big pullback here, but let's see if it can hold above $3. So far, so good. We're back to 310. It's moving very nicely for a stock with a 20 million public float. It's moving very nicely. Continue looking for news here. DWAC says Delaware court has cleared the path for March 22nd vote on a merger with Trump's social media company. That's interesting. So DWAC, for those of you interested, the court has given them the green light for a March 22nd vote for this company to merge with Trump's social media company. All right. Big Lots reporting on fourth quarter losses. Good morning. Brick took IPA from 250 to 270 and then 270 to 3. Nice. Ken, 199 to 335. What a beautiful, beautiful call out, Cody. I hope everybody sees the advantage now. Sees the advantage of group trading, being part of a community. Because I would have completely missed that one because it wasn't even on my watch list. But it was on Cody's, and he caught it, brought it to us very quickly, I might add. It was only up about 20% when he mentioned it. And we were all able to take advantage of that. Back up to 314. We went back up over that $3 mark pretty darn easy. Pack trading. Wolf pack trading. Love it. NKGN. Take a look at that one. NKGN. Group therapy. Yeah, pretty much. NKGN spiked up suddenly. NKGN, take a look. It's climbing up relatively quickly. NKGN. Doesn't have as much volume on it as some of the others, but it is climbing, and that's what matters. Shut down this laptop. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you like the content that we're giving you here, giving you some of these runners. Hit the like button on the video. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. We definitely would appreciate all of you. All right, we're going to go live on TikTok here in just a moment. Let's get those folks involved. All right. We are live on TikTok now. Here's our 7:30 press releases. Looking for something that's moving. MBIO announces publication in Nature. MBIO is starting to curl itself back up. WKSP popping up a little bit on news. FBIO popped up a little bit on news. Good morning, TikTok. Class action lawsuit, FCell, fourth quarter. Market news. General market news, price target change, fourth quarter financials, class action lawsuit, fourth quarter financials, class action lawsuit, fourth quarter, and class action lawsuit. So the 7:30 press releases were all fourth quarter financial announcements and class action lawsuits. That didn't generate anything. Starting to sound like a YouTube professional. Well, I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. I am definitely trying. I'm going to refresh my browser on the website. I had a little glitch on my computer here, so I want to refresh it so I'm a little bit up to date here. All right. And let's check to see how much lag I've got here. 57 seconds. I can live with that. All right. Good morning. Apple user. I made 10 times subscription on my first trade with IPA. I love to hear it. All right. Well, I think we fixed the lag on YouTube at least. Let's hope. There shouldn't be much lag on there at all. All right. If there is, definitely let me know. Well, let's go back and recap here. Well, we got IPA. IPA came out. It was not on my scanner. And one of our Wolfpack members, Cody, caught that one, brought it to the group, and it was up about 20% at that moment. And it went from, I think we caught it around, what was it, about $1.99, somewhere in that general vicinity. And it climbed all the way to $3.42. Now it has pulled back since then, but boy, at the peak, that thing was running hot. That was running hot. That was a beautiful climb. Absolutely beautiful. MSAI. MSAI. Take a look. MSAI. MSAI. Climbing up. Don't see any news on that one, but it is moving up. MSAI. MSAI. Moving really quickly. I don't see any news on it. But it is definitely moving. Volume coming in really strong. They must be pumping that someplace. Wow, what a nice climb. From $3.42 to $6.43 in 4 minutes. What a monster. TOS entered into an agreement to terminate a provision that would have required the issuance of up to 2,400,000 shares of the company's common stock to certain former holders of Infrared Camera Holdings. So this news came out on TOS. And it was also on Momo. Ryan took it from 520 to 6. So he got a piece of that one. Anybody else get a piece of that? I have to assume so. All right, what else news do we got here? FCell, we got a little press release here on FCell. FCell is just reporting they beat the FactSet consensus on revenues by 3 cents. Revenues fell 55% year over year. But they beat the consensus of what they should have been or what people estimated they would. So price is coming down on that one. Cruise, MSAI. They managed to get that one from $5.42 up to $6.03. Nice solid trade. Ryan had a solid trade on it. Rick, MSAI from 550 to 6. Nice solid trade there as well. Like to see that. Let's take a look at IPA. That one is pulled back light. Hopefully you guys took advantage of LYT. That was one I told you last night in after hours that I would probably hold on to that coming into pre-market this morning. And if you did, you made some nice change on that one. Jeremy, MSAI, took it from 547 up to $6. Also very nice trade. So light, definitely a nice hold overnight on that one. Another nice one was Brea, Brea. Another beautiful hold overnight. Arthur, MSAI, took it from 510 to 599. Another nice one. So we caught IPA this morning. That one was about, I'm going to say that was around $1.99. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. It was up about 20%. It was up, caught it at about $1.99, and it managed to climb up to 342. So that was a nice, quick, beautiful trade. That thing was a monster, man. It just was solid green candles. It looked absolutely beautiful. Arthur, 510 on MSAI, from 510 to 599. Nice solid trade. What other one did we get this morning? Let's see. IMRN, that one took off running last night in after hours. Had a nice climb up this morning, but is coming down. And of course, we talked about light. MSAI. MSAI was another one that we caught here this morning. That one started at about 7:31 this morning, a.m. That stock was at $3.42 and went up to $6.43. So another beautiful, beautiful run. We've had, 4 of them so far this morning that have been up over 100%. Starting to give us those vibes of a few weeks back when we were getting so many runners. We've already got several up. Brea is up over 138% right now and climbing. IMRN is up a little over 121%. Light, LYT, is still up over 210%. Wow. Some nice calls in there. Brea, Victor took Brea from 227 to 239. Nice little scalp there. So it hasn't been horrible this morning. We've had a couple of pretty decent ones. Good morning, Terry. Yeah, there's about a 7-second lag on the website. And I am working on that. Let's see. Works. Works is climbing back up. Works is another one from last night. In after hours last night, Works ran from, let's see, that closed at about $1.75 yesterday. And it ran from $1.70, looks like about $1.73, and it ran up to $3.16. And then it pulled back. And it pretty much pulled back the rest of after hours. And it even continued that pullback into this morning till about 7:27 this morning. And now it's climbing back up again. We'll see if that fixes itself. Victor says that was his first trade. His very first trade with us here. Vic, the scanner that I'm using is on my trading platform. It's part of the trading platform. Let me look here. I got a couple of press releases to read. MK, nothing there. I use E-Trade, and I use their platform called E-Trade Pro. And one of the features on E-Trade Pro on their watch list is that you can set up a column on their watch list to get news notifications so that any stock on your watch list, if a press release comes out on that ticker, you get notification. And I've got over 2,000 stocks on that list. Cam, can I request a song? Tino, I've never traded before, but it does interest me. Well, you're welcome to join us every single morning and just kind of hang back in the back and watch, see what's going on, and see if it's something you might enjoy doing. I love it. Absolutely love it. Looks like my screen just went black again on me. Is the new low float list on your website? No, it's not, but it is, James, it is on the Discord. If you go over to the Discord, there is a page on the Discord just specifically for the micro float list. But you are definitely welcome, Tino, to watch us and just sort of observe for a little while and see if it's something you think you might be good at. It's not difficult to do. It just takes patience. You have to be very, very patient. And I have given it some thought, and I think I'm going to, on the Discord, I'm going to add a channel on there. We've gotten requests for it. So I'm going to add a channel on the Discord for crypto. We've got several folks there in our Discord that enjoy the crypto markets and like to talk about the crypto markets. It's not something that the Wolf Pack is focused on, but we do have a lot of members that like to do it. So as a benefit to them, I'm going to add a channel on the Discord specifically for those people. That way we'll keep the crypto conversation, we'll keep that off of the main Discord page, and they'll have their own place to chat about that stuff. I know there's a lot of people involved, especially with crypto being as hot as it is right now. It's generating a lot of conversation, and I think it'd be great to give those folks a place to chat about that. Looks like we need a moderator over on YouTube from the looks of things. SPRC is moving up. TCRX, we got a press release here. Price target change. ELEV. Price target. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that, my friend. MSAI. Let's look at the ones that are actually running here. MSAI is curling back up. MNMD, it's trying. AVGR, nothing there. Bria made an attempt and failed. SPRC trying to climb up again. That's another one off of our micro float list. SPRC, that's one I mentioned yesterday to keep an eye on. IMRN, nothing. Lit. Light is, it's having trouble. NKFN. NKFN. Take a look at that one. Let's see. What else is moving? NKGN still curling up. This one could be interesting. NKGN, it's up to 227 now. 228. $230. 233, 236, jumping very, very nicely. Good morning, Linnell. Thank you. If you have trading from your cell phone, I would suggest using Webull, Webull, Webull. It's a great trading platform for mobile. I think it's really, really handy. It's very user-friendly, extremely user-friendly. Fun is moving, PHUN, PHUN. Take a look at Fun, PHUN. PHUN. It's starting to curl up a little bit. Not a lot of volume on that one yet. We won't give up on it. Lit. SPRC climbing. Good morning, Silver Fox. You could follow us here. You could have 800% your money with one of Wolfpack's callouts. No, 800%. That would be nice to have those, be able to guarantee those, but those are tough to catch. MSAI, let's take a look at that float. MSAI. Yeah, I've got 2.4 million, Lynn, on that one. FinViz has got it at 2.4. Dilution Tracker's got it at 3.6. Wall Street Journal's got it at 2.4. Now Yahoo's got it at 257,000, but I don't think that's right. I think it's closer to probably 2.4 to 3, somewhere in that. Low float nonetheless. All right, let's see what we've got for news here. FCell, that's a repeat. ADTX. Take a look at ADTX. Just got a press release here, less than a minute old, for women using GLP receptor who take oral birth control pills, hormone-free Phexxi. I remember this company. To prevent unintended pregnancy. This is on ADTX. ADTX. Take a look at that one. It's up 37%. Does it make a difference on what desktop you use to trade? Not really, Michael. Whatever is user-friendly. That's what I always tell everybody. If you find a trading platform, whether it's the cell phone or laptop or desktop, as long as it's user-friendly, as long as it's something you can navigate through quickly, you can buy quickly, sell quickly, and it's not real complicated, that's the one you want to go with. They all basically provide the same service: buy and sell stocks. Some of them offer extras in there. Some of them are less complicated. Some of them are a little bit more complicated. Sometimes it depends on your level of expertise in trading and really what you want to get involved in, buying options and all that kind of stuff. But if you're just talking just basic stock trading, go with something that's extremely easy for you to use. Personally, I like E-Trade, but I also like Webull. I think Webull as a cell phone app and desktop, I think it's extremely user-friendly. NKGN moving again. Some of our old-time movers here are starting to push back up. BRIA is not one of them. BENF still coming down. IPA still coming down. IMRN, nothing. Light still going sideways. PLTR, nothing. MBIO coming down. NKGN trying to pop up. Really nice there. MSAI coming down. MNMD curling up. MNMD. I know I'm throwing a lot of ticker symbols at you, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot of movers. So probably the best advice I can give you is sit there with a pen and paper or a pencil and paper and jot down the ticker symbols and pop over and take a look at them when you can. Take a look at FUN. We mentioned FUN just a few moments ago, PHUN. Go pop over and look at that one. Take a look at PUN. That was down we mentioned it the first time at $10. It's now at $11.30. PHUN. What kind of patterns in the market you aim the other ones? Pro for news. Well, we use several on the Wolfpack uses several news sources. I use my E-Trade Pro to get news releases when they hit the market. We use Bazinga Pro, Yahoo Finance, Momo, and we've got folks that are watching FinViz and a number of different sources where our news comes in. And the important thing about what we do is all that information from all those different sources are all being brought in and shared with the community, shared with the group, all at the same time, in real time, so that everybody's catching them together. That's the important part. It's not just me providing press releases. It's the entire group. MDAI intellectual property subsidiary to focus on broader AI healthcare ecosystem. That one's getting a little bit of action on that. Let me see what else we've got here. AUUD announces withdrawal of an S1 to finance acquisition of Radio FM. So the withdrawal of an S1, that's getting a little bit of play on that. There's no volume on that. STSS signs worldwide sales and distribution agreement. It's getting some play. STSS. TNXP. They announced publication. And that stock is falling on that news. PIII, partners to present KeyBank Life Sciences Investor Forum. SCPX. SCPX. SCPX popping up a little bit here. Did we have news on that? SCPX announces, they tell Bazinga that they achieved a record backlog of $9.3 million. Let's see. Wolfpackcommunity.com. That's the Wolfpack website. We do a live stream on that website every morning from 6:45. CERO. CERO. Take a look at that one. CERO. CERO. Big mover on news. Announces publication of preclinical research supporting the use of clinical candidate SEER 1236 to treat AML patients. CERO. That one is moving nicely. CERO. Thank you, Doodle. So the CERO up to 23 now. This started at $3.59 and it just touched 27 in 4 minutes. Oh my, oh my. Think about that. This has gone from $3.59 and it just touched $27 in 4 minutes. Talk about a climb. Alex took CERO, CERO, here's a Wolfpack member, from $12 to $20.67. Oh, that is worth the price of admission right there. Holy cow. Anyway, wolfpackcommunity.com. That's the name of the website. That's where we do our live stream every morning. We do about 3 hours in the morning calling out press releases. We also go on TikTok for a little bit of time, usually about a half an hour to 40 minutes. And currently, we're on YouTube. This brand new. YouTube is brand new for us. This is only our third day doing a live on YouTube. So it's all brand new for us here. And since it is brand new, we're doing a little bit longer of a live just so that people can find us and become aware of what we're doing. And we'll do that for a few weeks. We'll go live on YouTube for a nice long stretch, and we'll do that for a few weeks every morning. And then eventually we'll trim that back on YouTube to where we're doing about the same time on YouTube that we're doing on TikTok. So it'll only be about a half an hour to 45-minute live on YouTube. Do you buy market or limit? During pre-market hours, you have to do a limit buy. You can't do market buy in pre-market. So everything in pre-market is going to be limit. Peter took CERO from 1258 to 2478. Unbelievable. The Wolfpack is on fire this morning. S&D Home Goods took it from 351 to 27. Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful, unbelievable. BREA press release, nothing happening there. So if you're watching us on YouTube right now, enjoy the longer live stream that we're doing here, but watch it knowing that at some point, probably a few weeks from now, it'll be cut back and it'll only be probably about a half an hour. And if you want to catch the entire live stream with all the press releases that we're calling out, you'll have to do that on the website, which is wolfpackcommunity.com. So you can join that now and get it out of the way, or you can wait till we run out of stuff here on YouTube. But we will continue to do YouTube for a longer stretch of time. So those of you on TikTok who watch us primarily here on TikTok and are not subscribed to it, if you would like to see the live longer this morning after we log off of here, you're welcome to pop over to YouTube and continue watching over there. Take advantage of that. And there is a link to the YouTube on my TikTok profile. And there's also a link to it on the website. If you go to the website, wolfpackcommunity.com, go to the website and you'll see a menu and you'll see the YouTube symbol there. Click on that and it'll automatically take you over to the YouTube channel. All right. So that's all the press releases. So far this morning, we've had 108 press releases. 108. A couple of pretty good ones, I must say. Let's take a look. I got to take a look at that again. It's like driving by a car accident. We got to see what's going on with this one. CERO, what an absolute beast. Same name, yes. Probably the easiest way to find it is there's a link on my TikTok profile, my homepage there, and also go to the website, and there is a link there as well. And the Wolf website is wolfpackcommunity.com. All right, BENF is on a run. Ciro, let's talk about that for just a very quick minute on how amazing that run was. This stock went from $3.91. Who called that out? Who mentioned that one? Was that Alex Doodle? Everybody was calling it out. Doodle, Atco. Everybody was calling that one out. Getting our attention. Oh, it wasn't Alex. Okay. Looks like it was Atco and Doodle called that one out. Anyway, Wolfpack members called that one out on our live stream, and it went from $3.91 to $27.68. That is insane. This stock is up right now 523% right now. It is pulling back a little bit. That is an absolutely insane run. Absolutely. Doodle called that one out. And you know what's really a blessing is the Wolfpack was on it. The Wolfpack was on that one. What a monster run. That is absolutely beautiful. And it is still up insanely. Alex says, good call. The beer is on him. Alex made some money on that one. Quite a few people made money on that one. Darn Good says, hey, where's my guaranteed profits? No guaranteed profits here, my friend. Bria moving up. We might get that thing to actually pop over 250 on Bria. Perry, yes, CERO. That was another Wolfpack special. How many of you caught that one? Anybody on YouTube, watching on YouTube, able to catch that one? CERO. User, yes, we are trading in pre-market. Pre-market trading starts at 4 a.m. and continues until the market opens at 9:30. And then when the market closes at 4, after hours trading continues until 8 p.m. How? Every trading platform, just about any trading platform, will allow you to trade in pre-market. Some of them start a little earlier than others. Some of them allow you to start at 4 a.m. like Webull. E-Trade doesn't start until 7, but there's a lot of platforms out there that allow you to trade in pre-market. Almost all of them do. If somebody knows of a trading platform that does not allow pre-market trading of any kind, please chime in and let me know. I don't know of any of them that don't allow pre-market trading. Fidelity does not. Okay. We got somebody here commenting saying Fidelity does not allow pre-market trading. ADTX is curling back up. Good to see everybody on YouTube with us this morning. And never mind. It must have taken a turn for the worse there quickly. AMTX, nothing there. And MRNS, nothing there. Tiny Space Shuttle, Fidelity doesn't, I'm using it. I'm using Fidelity right now. So Fidelity does allow pre-market trading. Okay, well, there we go. Tiny Space Shuttle is using Fidelity right now for pre-market trading, so it does allow it. Victor, Jeff, do you short? No, I don't short. Never have. I have nothing against shorting. I think it's healthy for the market, but I do not. There may come a day when I try it a few times, but I don't short. CERO. Can this get any better? We are up 600% now. Fidelity allows pre-market orders can be placed from 7 to 928. Do you trade the whole day or it depends? It depends. It depends on my profit take in pre-market. If I've made a buttload of money in pre-market, I shut the computer off and enjoy the rest of my day. If I've been struggling in pre-market, I'll trade the rest of the day until I'm satisfied with my take, and then I'll quit. But keep in mind, I am retired now. I quit the 9 to 5 a few years ago. I retired 2 years ago, and I gave up the 9 to 5, retired, and so I don't trade like I used to. I traded heavy all day long, pre-market and regular market hours. Didn't matter how much my take was. I didn't stop. I just kept on all day. I was on a mission to retire early. That was my mission. And I put everything I had into it and put in the work and finally got myself to where I could retire. So I don't trade as heavy as I used to. I don't put the dollar amounts into the market that I used to. I used to trade extremely, extremely heavy. I was one of the big boys trading. It was not uncommon for me to put $30,000, $40,000 into one position. It was not uncommon at all. Not every day, but it was not uncommon. But I don't trade like that anymore. I don't trade like that anymore. Since I've retired, I've gotten a lot more conservative with my trading. I don't need to make that kind of money anymore. I've got plenty. So now it's more of a hobby and helping other people. I've seen way too many scammers out there scamming people out of money. Sincere people, very sincere people who truly, truly do want to learn and take control of their financial future, and they're very sincere about it. And I hate seeing those kind of people get taken advantage of, paying thousands of dollars for courses to learn information that they could get for free on the internet. It bothers me. So I've sort of dedicated myself to helping people. Yeah, they probably would, Michael, but I'm spending my kids' inheritance. They don't know it, but I am. I'm going to get a bumper sticker for my RV that says, I'm spending my kids' inheritance. Absolutely, Arthur. I live on cash only. I don't live on credit. If I can't afford to pay cash for it, I just don't buy it. That's just me personally. Other people would disagree with that, but that's my mentality. Okay. Shorting is betting that a stock will lower in value. Yes, absolutely. Peter took CERO again from 1612 to 1976. Swiped off another $3 off of that thing. Unbelievable. Okay, what is moving here? Zero coming down again. I wonder how many times this thing's going to get played today. I think our main focus here with Wolfpack, and I feel like this is important to mention, is what we're doing, especially with the website. Somebody just mentioned light was moving, LYT curling up a little bit. The whole purpose here is to help new traders or even experienced traders. That's really irrelevant, but really, I wanted to really focus on newer traders because I remember what it was like when I started. We all had our first day. Everybody remember their first day of trading. I'm sure you do. First day you bought stock. And that first month, that first 6 months, you remember how difficult it was to find stocks. And that's primarily what I just set out to do, was to help newer traders who don't have the resources that I do, to help them find those stocks that are moving up. So we started the website, and if you join the website, that's primarily the purpose of it, so that I can help you find stocks that are moving up. Tell you which ones potentially will move up, which ones are coming down, which ones to stay away from, but help you find those press releases that are going to push them stocks up. So if you'd like to be a part of that, that's what the website is for. wolfpackcommunity.com. And just subscribe to the live stream and get those press releases. Let's see. New to your live. Where do you get your news to jump in and buy stock? Well, Brett, we get our news from a lot of different locations. Now, I use, and I've mentioned this before earlier today already, but I'll mention it again because I know you weren't here for that. I use E-Trade as my primary trading platform. I use their platform called E-Trade Pro. One of the features on E-Trade Pro is the watch list enables me to put a column in there for news. So anytime any ticker on my watch list has a press release, it pops up on my screen. And I can quickly read that and then make the decision to jump in or not. If it's great news, I'll jump in. If it's fluff, junk news, we ignore it. And I've got over 2,000 stocks on that list. So we have the potential for any one of those 2,000 to throw a press release at us at any given moment. And we get usually 140 to 160 press releases from 7 o'clock to 9:30. So we get a ton of them. And we get pretty regularly, we get those beautiful press releases that drive a stock up. And some days it's slow, some days it's hopping and you can't keep up. So that's one source. We also have other members as part of the Wolfpack that use Bazinga Pro, and they throw in their press releases in there. Yahoo Finance, FinViz, Momo, Scanner. We've got everybody's using a little bit different scanners. And the beautiful thing about trading as a community, like we're doing, is everybody's taking all their press releases, all their information, and throwing it into the group, throwing it into the message thread so everybody can see it, and gives us the opportunity to go look at those stocks so we can all find what's moving quickly together as a group. And it gives us a chance to all get the same opportunity to jump in early on a press release, because that's really the key on a press release. The press release comes out, stock price is at $1. You want to be able to jump in quickly before it takes off running on that news. And sometimes they'll run 20%, sometimes they'll run 500%. CERO is a perfect example of that. Perfect example, CERO. Take a look at that one. Pull it up on your scan or on your charts and take a look at what happened with that one this morning. News came out. It ran from $3.91 up to 27. Actually, 27.68. Massive, massive run. That could have made you a lot of cash on that one. And again, somebody in our group called it out, saw the news, brought it to us, and we all made money. So that's basically how that works. But we've got a lot of news sources. Bazinga Pro is a beautiful one. Momo is a great one. We've got our Discord. We've got folks in Discord throwing out stock ideas. And we do trade primarily on press releases. That's kind of the style of trading that I like to do, is press releases, because it's a catalyst. I've always seen the press release as a catalyst to push the price up. Sometimes it pushes the price down. We stay away from those. Sometimes it pushes the price up. We jump in quick, ride the news up, ride that momentum of that news going up, jump out, lock in our profit, and we're good. Can you sell market in pre-market? No, you can only buy and sell with a limit order in pre-market. You can't do a market order, whether you're buying or selling. You can't do a market order. All right. Well, folks, it is time for me to get off of TikTok. So if you'd like to continue with us here, take advantage of the fact that I'm running YouTube a little bit longer than I am TikTok. So if you'd like to continue with us here on the live stream, pop over to YouTube and join in over there, and we'll keep the conversation going over there as well. Peter took CERO a third time from 1568 to 1735. So he has banked on that thing 3 times this morning. That is awesome. That is awesome. So you guys have a good morning. I'll be back on TikTok around 9:15 this morning, and we'll catch the opening bell together. In the meantime, if you want to continue with us, don't hesitate. Either log in to the website and subscribe to the live stream there, or pop over to YouTube. There's a link on the website for YouTube. There's a link on my TikTok profile for YouTube. So you can find it very easily. The website is wolfpackcommunity.com. Pop over there, check it out. There's a link on there for YouTube. Click on it. It'll pop you over to the YouTube channel real quick, and you can watch us live over there. So if you'd like to continue with us this morning, take advantage of the fact that YouTube is running longer for a short time, pop over there and stick with us for the rest of the morning. If you decide not to, that's cool too. We'll be back on TikTok at 9:15 this morning. Until then, you guys have a beautiful morning. All right. So we are done now on TikTok for the time being. And we're going to be here exclusively on YouTube and on the website. And I'll reiterate again, we're going longer here on YouTube, but this is going to be short-lived. We're not going to be on YouTube for 3 hours long, very long. At some point, we're going to cut that back to where we're going live on YouTube for only probably a half an hour to maybe 45 minutes at the most. And you're going to miss a lot of these press releases. You're going to miss a lot of them. All right, let's take a Grom popping up on news, non-binding letter of intent to acquire Arctic 7. It's on Grom. DGLY contract with the parking spot. No volume. OMH. Oh My Home, Homer AI reached 14,000 homes connected with GMV approximately US dollars 10 billion. So take a look at that one. Popping up a little bit on OMH. OMH. HNST. Take a look at that one. I know I'm throwing a lot of ticker symbols out to you, but if there's a lot of them running, I know you want to know about them. So I'll give them all to you. You jot them down and then go look at the ones you think look the most promising, the ones you think would be best fit for you. BEAT, B-E-A-T, receives 2 U.S. patents for its core cardiac monitoring technology. So 2 U.S. patents there on BEAT, B-E-A-T. CMPO, price target change. That's Fluff, A-E-Y-E, price target change. That's Fluff. BNZI, expands reach solution. Now that popped up really quickly and fell back down. So be very careful with that one. BNZI. It did pop from 79 cents to 99 cents. So not much of a climb there, but it tanked very, very quickly. UP, fourth quarter financials. Reading off press releases for price target change. Nothing there. Fluff news. Fluff news. Conference. Nothing there. Fluff news. Fluff. Now this got a little bit of play here. SCPX. SCPX. It says they estimate greater than 375% sequential increase in revenue for the fourth quarter of 2023. So that one's getting a little bit of play on that financial news. Still clicking through these press releases. Fourth quarter financials. Roth conference. AMPX. Fourth quarter financials. ICCM. Healthcare conference. ELEV. Price target change. UP. Financials, NNDM, Healthcare Conference, AISP, Roth Conference. So a lot of conferences and fourth quarter financials. So the 8:30 dump of news didn't really bless us with a whole lot. Nothing that really stood out to me as being amazing, crazy news, but we did get a couple of them that popped up on the news. And I read those ones off to you and told you they were getting some attention. Cannot buy in pre-market on E-Trade app. Garvin, you should be able to do that. You may just have to go into your settings and set that up for pre-market trading. There, I know that there is a setting in there under settings that you have to go in and click on it and check it off that you want to do pre-market trading. Let's see. GOEV. GOEV. It's under disclosures on E-Trade. Geo. God bless it. If I could type, I'd be dangerous. Well, good grief. All right, GOEV news. Upcoming investors conference. It's moving a little bit. It's a little cheap penny stock, 9-cent stock, but it is moving up a little bit. It moved from around 8 cents to 9 cents. So it's, it's moving up a little bit. It's up 3%. Thoughts on ADTX? I'm not sure that float is correct. I've got about 1.5 as an average, 1.5 million float on ADTX. It's not on my micro float list, so I don't think it is a micro float. GOEV is reversing tomorrow. 1 for 23 reverse stock split. Be aware of that. Well, good morning. Got a lot of new folks jumping in here. Found me. Yes, you did find me. SCPX. Gonna hold a little bag on that one. All right, let's go back to volume on our micro float list. Let's see what's going on there. Light, very disappointing here on light. Now, if you held light overnight, like I mentioned in after hours yesterday, you would have been up on that thing so beautifully early this morning. That thing was up. I think it hit, $10 this morning in early pre-market. That's about the only thing on the microfloat list that's doing anything. ADTX. It gives me the impression on ADTX that it's pretty well done. The volume has been non-existent since that initial climb. So I'm looking at that. Looking at it now in hindsight, it looks like a pump and dump. It doesn't look like it was ever going to amount to anything. Initially, those first 2 minutes, Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, but a lot of profit taking at that point. That was definitely a pump and dump on news. OMH, that was one of them that I had mentioned to you. That's up to 110. Looks like it pulled down to 95 and back up to 110. CERO starting to climb back up. We're still up 632% on that one. Oh my. My oh my. What a nice climb. BREA. Let's go back over here to Discord. All right. All right. Let's take a look. Now, we got a little news here. I want to read this off to you. This one did just the opposite of what I thought it might do. For those of you that like crypto news, Mogo, MOGO. This just came out about 5 minutes ago. Mogo adds Bitcoin to its treasury management strategy. So they're adding Bitcoin and they're putting in an initial investment of up to $5 million in Bitcoin. Now, when the news came out, it spiked and it went from 216 to 245 and then it tanked. And it dropped all the way to 201. And it's now back up to 211. So is it curling back up? At least do yourself the favor of at least go check that one out. It's only got 33,000 shares on volume. So there's no volume on that stock. There's no attention. Nobody's paying any attention to it. But with crypto being as hot as it is, it could be one of those stocks that get a little of attention. Maybe later on this morning, maybe after the market opens, it might get a little of attention. But at the very least, it could be something to at least keep an eyeball on. I'm not telling you, and I never would tell you to go buy something, ever. I'm not a licensed broker, so I can't tell you to go buy something, but I can tell you to go look at it and see what you think. So that's just one of those to go eyeball. Give it an eyeball. All right, CERO. Terry, 2938. What is that on? OMH is moving up. OMH, take a look at that one. OMH. OMH is trying. It is trying. Let's see. Light hit 1158. I knew it was up there high, Michael. I knew it was up there somewhere high. We caught that one yesterday, believe it or not. And you probably won't believe it, but it is what it is. We caught that one. The Wolfpack caught that one yesterday when the news came out. At around $2, I think it was around $2.47. $2.47 when we hollered that one out and said, hey, news, it's moving. Take a look at it. And what an absolute monster climb. IPA is trying to move up. Like to see IPA climb back up over 3 again. Again, another beautiful, beautiful call this morning. From around $1.80 up to $3.42. Can't beat that, man. That's a nice, solid trade. Let's see if we can get it back up over $3 again. Brea, BREA. That was another one from after hours yesterday. That one's trying. Nothing on that one. IPA. Having a hard time. IMRN. Also coming down. Having a hard time. Light. LYT. Not looking very impressive. SCPX. SCPX, based on their revenues, or what the press release on their revenues, I'd say it looks like it could do something today. It's not getting a tremendous amount of volume, but it is trying to curl back up. I definitely would keep an eye on that one. Let me look at the float on that. SCPX. I've got 4 sources on public float. 2 of them are saying 24 million, and the other 2 have nothing. So I can't give you an honest answer on what the float is. But it looks like it's trying to climb up. I guess it would depend on where your buy-in was on that one. But I know Wall Street likes good earnings reports. Wall Street is in love with earnings. And they're reporting 375% increase in revenue for the fourth quarter of 2023. Year-over-year increase. So that is probably news that I would think Wall Street would enjoy. So they may push that one up. I'd have to look at their current market cap, annual sales, EBITDA. I'd have to look at a few of those things to decide what the fair market value of this stock is. But it is climbing. So if I was holding on to it right now, depending on where my buy-in was, I think I'd give it a hold. MNMD. Looking pretty solid. Let me pull back on that a little bit. I think I'd give MNMD a hold as well. As long as it doesn't drop below that 200 EMA, I think I'd hold on to it. But again, the true answer to that is you have to hold it until your risk tolerance has been met. But it looks like to me that it's got the strength to push up. I'm going to see what the float is on that again. MNMD, just to double check. 26 million public float. That's gonna need, I think it's gonna need probably in that 5, 6, 7 million shares traded area for us to see a significant climb on that. It's going to need a lot of volume to keep pushing. And it's not really getting a lot of volume right now. It's not getting a tremendous amount of volume. DJ Vinny, CERO holding at the $16 for almost an hour. Yeah, it's been consolidating nicely since about, well, let's see, about 8 o'clock, since 8:08. It started going sideways at this level, and it's pretty much, I mean, it's had a couple of climbs here and there up to 20, back down as low as about 15. But for the most part, if you pull back far enough, it's been consolidating. And of course, we know when it consolidates like that, what's it going to do? It's either going to break to the upside or it's going to break to the downside. It's going to go one way or the other. Let's hope that it breaks to the upside. Yeah, I think shorts are probably going to jump all over this thing. I mean, let's face it. When a stock runs from $3.91 to $27 in about 5 minutes, if you don't think the shorts are on top of that thing, you got another thing coming. I'm telling you, the shorts are probably drooling at the mouth when that thing hit 27. That would be a scary one to get in here. That's a scary one to get in at this level. Because like I said, the shorts could be all over this thing right now. And this could just get really, really ugly. Let's hope for a 9 o'clock push. We get some new traders coming in at 9 o'clock. We get some new traders coming in at 9 o'clock. Maybe we'll get a nice push on it. All right, let's look at Grom and Bria. Bria. What's Bria doing? Bria pushing up beautifully. There we go. We've been wondering about that, breaking that 250. If you'll recall, I mentioned that a little bit earlier, wondering if that was going to finally break that 250 spot, and by God it did, and it's up now to 263. $645 if you can get up that early, Bryce. 268 now on Bria. She's a running. She's a runner. We got a runner. Looking good. Jeremy says E-Trade doesn't have shares to short. You checked. Grom pushing back up. Grom finally back up to $1.17. We might get that over that pre-market high of $1.23. We're at $1.26. We just busted over our pre-market high, $1.29. This thing is running $1.37, 39, 40. Wow. That pushed up very, very quickly. Grom. That was a very quick push. Light, LYT, still trying. Bless its heart, it is still trying to get back up and regain some glory there. All right, let's go back here. Nothing there. Let's check news. CMPO, price target raised. INFN, price target. Price target. BNGO, price target change. AIM. That's fluff news. Well, I'm glad to see that we've got several 100-plus runners this morning. That's encouraging. I hope tomorrow is a repeat. A lot of price target changes. Yeah, we've got several of them here. Bria is still up 142%. IMRN up 106. CERO is still up 432%. That was a monster. That is coming down very, very quickly here, folks. Could be interesting to watch that one at open. Light climbing back up just a little bit. We've gone from 688 to 766 very, very quickly here on Light. In the last 3 minutes, it's gone up almost $1. So you might want to take an eyeball at LYT one more time. It's gone up over $1 now in 3 minutes. 4 minutes. We're into 4 minutes now. APVO. Positive interim data. It's only got about 188,000 shares on it. It spiked up real quickly on the news from 650 to 855 and then fell back down almost immediately. It's back to 743 on the bid. That's on APVO. Look at Light. I told you to watch Light. LYT up to 804 now. Keep an eye on APVO. Let's look at our 9 o'clock press releases. VLD selects VLD's metal additive manufacturing solution to revolutionize the supply chain for the U.S. Navy. So a Navy contract, VLD, Victor, Lima, Delta, VLD. That one's got a Navy contract, so go check it out. Shug P, 2-year security guarding bid with one of the largest private property assets. So Shug P has a new securities contract, but no volume on that stock really to speak of. LYT now up to 824. Come on now. I gave you that one. It was still in the mid sevens. APVO is a recent reverse split. Going through press releases here. MULN regains full NASDAQ compliance. Fiscal quarter. Okay, so that was all of the press releases at 9 o'clock. Hopefully some of you took advantage of that LYT. You jumped in quick when you saw it moving and rode that thing up. I gave it to you on the third candle on this reversal. It was around $7.42. It's now up to $8.45. So it's up over a dollar on that reversal. $8.57, $8.60. Remember, this is a micro float stock. So when it moves quickly. So quick in, quick out. All right, so we really didn't get a whole lot there at 9 o'clock press releases, but I did give you light, LYT, so you could have made some decent cash on that one. PIK. All right, what do we got here? Bria moving. Well, CERO did not get that 9 o'clock push that we were hoping for. It is curling back up now, however. We have got a ton. CERO is up 420%. Light. Ryan took APVO from 701 to 799. Good job. Nice solid trade. And thank you, Alex, very much for that call out. There's another call out off of Bazinga Pro. Taking advantage of all those news sources. LYT is up 241. Bria is up 148. IMRN up 106. That's 4 stocks this morning, up over 100%. BENF up 51. Light coming back down. But hopefully you took advantage of that and scalped at least $1 off of LYT. Looks like it's climbing back up. This one can move really violently because it's got that low float. APVO. APVO, folks. Take a look. APVO. Just coming off of a reverse split. They did a reverse split on March 6th, yesterday. So they've got a very, very, very small float. I don't know what the exact float is because it hasn't been updated yet, but we know it's got to be small. And we gave you that one. It is now up 32%. Started out around $6.50, and it just hit $8.73. Another absolute beautiful, beautiful trade. Nick took APVO from 7.15 to 9.18. Nice, solid trade, man. $2 per share. Wow. Daha, I'm up 13% on APVO. Awesome. Got in at 7 when you called it. Beautiful. That's what it's all about. Doesn't get any better than this. We've got 4 stocks up over 100%. Cero was up, what, 600% this morning? CERO. It's getting hammered right now. But we don't stay in them that long. It's what you got to remember. We ride that momentum up, take advantage of that beautiful spike up, and then get out. Don't hold them all day long because they don't stay up there. They crash. A lot of these crash. These are penny stocks. They crash. You got to play them for what they are. Get in on the news. Ride up that momentum on the news, on the press release. Get out. Lock in your profit. Move on to the next one. Don't fall in love with these things. Use them and abuse them. Because I promise you, they will steal your money, make you feel really, really rotten, and not even apologize. These stocks don't give a damn about you. Trust me, they don't care about you. These stocks have no feelings, no emotions, and you need to treat them the same way. No feelings, no emotions. Use them for what they're for. Take advantage of them and get out. NUWE press release. Late breaking data highlighting the benefits of something. Press release doesn't say, but it is getting some play. NUWE. However, there is no volume here, but it might be worthy of watching to see if the volume comes in and the price can go up. But I would not play it until the volume comes in. Wait for volume. Wait for the volume. CERO pulling back up a little bit. We're back up over 400%. It sounds funny even saying that. Light. What can we say? $8.95 now. Did the calls get any better than that? Wow. 908. $9.20. Spread the word. The Wolfpack is the place to be. $9.20 on this stock so far. I called that reversal for you. $9.88. $10, folks. $10. We just smacked $10 on LYT, and I gave you that reversal. Called out that reversal at around $7.40. And we just smacked $10.17. So, spread the word. Pass it on, man. Take all those places that you have a social media presence on, whether it's StockTwits or YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, wherever you are at, Instagram, and spread the word. Put out some posts out there. Tell people what they're missing. Let them know Wolfpack is calling them out and catching these runners. Add a little testimonial in there on how much money you're making or what kind of a percent. If you're not comfortable putting a dollar amount out there, just put a percentage out there. Let people know. The more people we can get into the community, the better off we are. Nick took light from $6.78 to $10.50. Beautiful. Peter got on it for a second time from $7.44 to $10.78. Wow. That is beautiful. Gotta love all that. Spread the word, my friends. Spread the word. You're not going to give up on that cheerleader idea, are you? Putting a cheerleader in the closet. One of our members is absolutely convinced that we need that closet back there, that we need to have a cheerleader back there, popping out of the closet every once in a while to cheer us on. Not a bad idea. All right. CERO up 417, 425. So it is curling back up. Light goes sideways for a few minutes here. Daha may ask where you're from. I'm from all over, to be honest with you. Born in Michigan, moved to California when I was like 6 months old. So I don't really know a lot about Michigan, but lived in California, one of the suburbs of LA there for about 6 years. Then our family moved to Wisconsin and grew up in Wisconsin for a little while, Cheesehead. And then we moved to Indiana. And then I moved back to Wisconsin, went to school in Wisconsin, up in Racine, Wisconsin. And after that, I joined the military. I was in the Army for 9 years, and I traveled all over the place, bouncing around every time I got stationed someplace different. It was a different town, different home. So I've moved a lot. I have moved quite a bit. And I currently reside in Florida. I finally moved down here after I retired a few years ago. I finally decided to pull the trigger and move down to Florida. So now I am currently in Florida, enjoying the Florida weather. NUWE just popped up to 57 cents. That was one I told you to keep an eye on. He's a cheesehead tramp. Yeah. I was a cheesehead for sure, man. You can't live in Wisconsin and not be a cheesehead. Cells, CELZ, announces FDA authorization for groundbreaking type 1 diabetes prevention therapy. Check it out. CELZ. FDA in the announcement. Check it out. CELZ. Like I said, I know I give you a lot of them and call out a bunch of them, but there's a bunch of them happening. CELZ, 1.3 million public float. Very, very low float on CELZ, which means that one could run extremely nice. So at least go look at it. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm telling you to go look at it and see what you think. It started out at $4.51 when the news came out. It's at $5.66 right now. $6.05. $6.18. Low float. FDA clearance. $6.07. We just touched $6.22. Hello, is this thing on? Oh my, oh my, oh my. All right. CYCC announces preclinical proof of concept data for to be presented at the American Association of Cancer Research. So it's kind of fluff news, but it's getting some movement. CYCC, no volume, only 5,800 shares traded so far, so it's not getting any volume. But the price did move up pretty nicely from 253 up to 292. So it did get a nice chunk of movement there, but no volume, and we need volume. We need volume. All right. Light up 332%, Ciro up 312%, Bria up 134%, IMRN up 109%. Cells. What did I tell you about cells? CELZ. You know, I've been on. I'm gonna toot my own horn for just a second. Just real quick. You know, I have been on StockTwits for years and years and years. Many, many, many years. And I have followed several people on StockTwits over the years. Different ones back and forth. And sometimes they call out some pretty decent calls. You make a little money on them. But I got to tell you, I have not seen anybody on StockTwits call out the number of runners and post them quick enough for other people, for their followers to jump in at the same time and have these kind of increases. these 100%, 300%, 800% runners, I've not seen anybody on StockTwits that matches even close to what we're doing. And I'm proud of that. There's probably a gazillion people on StockTwits that wouldn't believe that. But I'm just basing it on my years on there and what I'm seeing, what we do here, and it's unmatched. It's absolutely unmatched. So now I'm done tooting my own horn. But I had to do that. All right. Took Cells, CELZ, from 560 to 6. Thanks, Jeff. You are very welcome. LYT at $10.23. I was born in a little tiny town called Tecumseh, Michigan. It's probably the nearest big town would be Adrian, Michigan. I think Adrian's where they have the state fair, I think, or a massive county fair or something there. But anyway, the biggest nearest town there is Adrian, Michigan. It's kind of down in the southeast corner of Michigan. Probably 40 minutes from Toledo. So it's just above Ohio. APVO curling up. Sells from 530 to 590. Very good, Robert. Good to see you chiming in here with some gains. Darn good. You have to toot occasionally. Heck, it's the truth. What did I tell you about Cells? CELZ. Toot my horn, baby. Look at that baby go. Oh, God. Ryan took it from 514 to 619. Nice. Got to go back on TikTok. A little bit late going back to TikTok, and I'm sure they're going to let me hear about it. Oh. $6.89 on Cells. Arthur's still in from $5.19. You guys like making fun of an old man, don't you? 685, 688 on Cells. Oh, gosh. 713 on Cells. You get out too early, Robert, you're just being cautious, my friend. And there's nothing wrong with being cautious. It's all about percentages. What is the percentage of your gain? What's the return on your investment in percentage? If you're getting out and you're looking at your total gain and you're happy with it, then that's all that matters. If sometimes it will continue to go back up after you get out. It'll keep right on running and you'll think, darn, I got out too soon. But the important thing to remember is you took profit, you locked in profit, and it was an amount of profit that you were happy with. That's what you have to remember. And if you get burned too many times, you get gun shy. Absolutely. And you'll tend to jump out of them. So how do we do so far on Cells? Well, let's see. We touched $8.60. Well, let's get a recap here real quick. We got some folks. Yeah, I'm 61 as well, DJ. All right. So we grabbed cells. We called out cells, CELZ. Hopefully you guys caught that one as well. That started out at $4.59 when the news came out. And I read that one off, told everybody to take a look at it. And it went from $4.59 to $8.60. Another beautiful run. Light. I called out light for everybody. When we had our reversal, we were 3 candles into that reversal this morning. It was around $7.40, $7.44. And I told everybody it's running. Go look at it. It's moving. It's reversing. And it went from about, when I said that, at about $7.44, from there, from that call out, it went to $11.05, almost $4 from that call out. That's a nice chunk of profit. Jeremy took sells from 593 to 802. Let's recap some of our Wolfpack trades. Peter took 582 to 866. Cody sells from $6 to $8. Ryan, 845. Got out at 619. All right. Sells was going absolutely crazy. $9.20 from $4.59. B. Carter got in a little bit late at $7.69, but wrote it to $8.89 per share profit. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We've got about 2 minutes here. And guess where old Jeffy Boy is going this morning? My folks who live here in Florida, Mike took sells from 570 to 829. Another Wolfpack win. Nice. My folks have asked me this morning to take them to Busch Gardens. So as soon as I log off here, we're going to jump in the car and we're all taking off to Busch Gardens. And we're going to walk around there. I've never been there. My folks go every year when they're down here. They're snowbirds. They come and go all the time. So they've asked me to take them down there. They don't drive much anymore. So I've agreed to run them down there. So we're going to take a look at Busch Gardens today. Hopefully the weather holds out for us. And I'm not much on roller coasters. I'm not big on those. I get motion sickness pretty easy. But we're going to take a look at Busch Gardens and hopefully have some fun with my folks down there. But before I go, please, anybody that wants to join the Wolfpack, everyone is welcome. So wolfpackcommunity.com. wolfpackcommunity.com. Go to that website, subscribe to the live trading, and join us every single morning for these call outs. You're not going to get them any better. No, Mom doesn't ride roller coasters. She gets motion sickness pretty easy. Plus, she's 85 years old. I don't think she wants to ride a roller coaster. So no after hours today, guys. No after hours. I will not be back in time for that. I'm sure I'll be still at Busch Gardens at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So You guys are on your own. Go to the Discord. Go to the Discord around that 4 o'clock hour if you want to try to catch some of those afternoon runners in after hours market press releases. I'm telling you, the guys and gals in there are calling them out in the Discord. If anything's running, they'll catch it in there very, very quickly. So check out the Discord. Let's see. Let's see what is running here on volume. IPA is up 2%. NKGN, that was one we talked about earlier. That's up 5%. MNMD is up 5%. HNST is up 8%. RVSN up 8%. Cells starting to climb now. Cells is looking pretty sweet. Light falling down. Thank you very much, guys. I will have fun. I will have a great day at Busch Gardens. Cells now up to 842. Yes, Silver Fox, we will. Kind of a last minute ask from my parents. They're getting ready to head back north here in a few weeks, and they wanted to get that Busch Gardens trip in before they left and asked me if I would be nice enough to drive them up there. We're only like a half an hour from Busch Gardens, so it's a nice, quick, easy trip. Rick took cells from 570 to 8. Another beautiful one. Can somebody post cells is now halted on the way up? Did you guys catch cells with us this morning? We gave you that one as soon as the press release came out. We threw that at you. And it started at $4.59. What a absolute beauty. Nice one. So the Discord, can we post a link to the Discord? Somebody post a link or on TikTok. And if somebody's on YouTube, could you post a link? If you have a link. I don't have the link in my computer, where I can't paste it, can't copy and paste it right now on YouTube. LYT halted also at $11. Arthur's still in from $5.19. Beautiful. Arthur's making some money on that. Light, LYT, halted on the way up. Cody just posted our Discord link on TikTok. Thank you, Cody, very much, my friend, for doing that. Much, much appreciated. So there's the link there on the Discord. I just pinned it for you. So it's going to be pinned there for a minute. All right. So we've got CELZ halted on the way up. We've got LYT halted on the way up. Both of those are ones that we gave you this morning. IPA climbing back up. IPA starting to climb up a little bit here. So just to reiterate, if you want to join the Wolf Pack, if you want to be a part of what we're doing here, keep in mind, YouTube will not be as long as it has been this morning and yesterday. It won't be that long forever. So if you want to catch the full 3 hours of live stream with these runners, catching these press releases as soon as they come out, you got to go to the website, wolfpackcommunity.com, wolfpackcommunity.com. Subscribe to the live stream and join us every day. We start at 6:45 a.m. Eastern time on the website, and it runs until about 9:35 to 9:40, just like few seconds shy of 3 hours. So you get 3 hours of potential runners. You're not going to get that anyplace else. All right, we got rid of one spammer on there. Tiny Space Shuttle. Cody, can you message me that, please? I'm going to pin that comment again. So we've got the Discord pinned here on TikTok, so you can see that again. AMC finally came out of its dormancy, and it's up 25 cents a share. Light is still halted. We have on our website, just on the website alone, we have a little over 1,000 members. Now, not all those members are subscribers to the live stream, but the 99% of them are watching us, are part of the Discord. They're watching us on, they're subscribed to the live stream. They're watching us on TikTok. So not all of those are subscribers. But we've got about 1,000 members of the Wolf Pack. All right, let's go back to, let's go check out Will, are they going to release cells? And Light, waiting patiently. MNMD moving up. IPA is up 11%. GROM, GROM, that was one we read off to you this morning, press release. That's up 31% so far. It's up a total of 55% from yesterday. And we gave you that press release on GROM. I've got about 5 minutes of time left here. Let's see if we can get Light or cells to release before then. Hopefully. Show us the office. Well, I've got my fridge, coffee maker, computer stuff. Let's go over here. Got my TV, my little fireplace, and back around again. So there you go. There's a quick office tour. There you go, Mr. Z. You're welcome. I can sit in here and relax in my couch. Both ends are recliners. I can sit there and my cardboard curtains. Yes, I'm trying to keep the light out until I get my shades. I've had to order special blinds. The windows that I have in here are not normal sizes. They're off sizes. So I have to order special blinds, cut special. And I'm waiting on my blinds. So until then, I have to put something in the window to keep the light, the sunlight comes up from right over here in the morning, and it blares through here and it blinds out the cameras. And the cameras go completely white. So I had to put something in those two windows to keep the light out. So I went full on hillbilly and put cardboard in them. Hover, H-O-V-R, 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 climbing beautifully. Look at that, folks. H-O-V-R, New Horizon Aircraft. The only thing I really based my decision to hold light overnight was the news, the press release, and the price movement, how powerful the price movement was, and the fact that the price movement went up and then went sideways. It didn't crash like a typical pump and dump. And it had decent volume all through after hours. HOVR looking really good. Thank you very much for that one, Terry. Appreciate it, brother. Light has been released. Cells has been released. Light bounced up over 1250. Light or cells popped up to a little over 10, but they're both pulling back now. HOVR now at 303. Take a look at that one, HOVR. So, all right, folks, I need to get out of here. I've got to get to Busch Gardens. So you guys have a beautiful, beautiful trading day. Good luck. I'll see you at 6:45 a.m. on the website and on YouTube. 6:45 tomorrow morning, Eastern time. And then I'll be on TikTok at 7:30. You guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning.